History loves to tell the stories of great battles, victories sung for centuries, names carved in stone. But there is one night neither Rome nor Persia ever dared to put in their records. A night when the two greatest empires in the ancient world froze, not in fear of each other, but of something else. It began in the borderlands, the Golden Corridor. Caravans once flooded this route, and soldiers patrolled every mile. But one autumn night, the first watchtower lit its beacon, then went dark. The next followed, then the next. In less than an hour, the entire frontier was blind. A Roman patrol sent to investigate found the tower's gate wide open. Torches still burned. Shields rested against the wall. The soldiers were gone, beds untouched, rations still warm, as if they had just stepped outside. By dawn, Persian scouts arrived from the opposite side of the border, not to fight, but to warn. An entire town had vanished. No signs of battle, no fire, no bodies, just empty streets and a silence so deep, one rider swore he could hear his own heartbeat echoing. That same night, something impossible happened. Roman and Persian envoys, sworn enemies, met in secret in the ruins of a village neither claimed. In the flickering firelight, men who had tried to kill each other now whispered like frightened children. One Roman commander swore he'd seen the horizon shimmer, as if the air itself was bending. A Persian scout swore he'd heard a low hum, steady, unnatural, vibrating in his bones. The stories grew darker. A caravan master reported seeing hundreds of people walking away from the city at dusk. No cries, no talking, no children running ahead, just a shuffle of feet. They walked into the steppe, a place without roads, without fires, without life, and vanished into the dark. Then the panic began. Romans sealed their gates. Persians fortified their forts. But still, the vanishings came closer. First villages, then towns. Then, in one chilling report, an entire fortress garrison, 200 men, simply gone overnight. And then, as suddenly as it began, it stopped. The beacons were lit again. Caravans returned. Life moved on, but no one spoke of those months. No reports, no decrees, not even whispers in the markets. Centuries later, archaeologists uncovered deep black slabs beneath the old frontier, covered in strange symbols no scholar could read. In the cracks of those stones lay traces of a metal no ancient forge could make. At first, they thought it was decoration, but when the stones were tested, they found something chilling. The metal wasn't from Earth's surface. Its chemical fingerprint matched nothing ever mined in the Roman or Persian worlds. Worse, some fragments emitted a faint, constant vibration, like a hum frozen in stone. Even now, locals in the borderlands say that on certain nights, when the wind is dead and the moon is red, the hum returns. They tell stories of travelers waking to find their camp empty, companions gone without a sound, of hearing footsteps in the grass in perfect unison, moving past their tents. And if you listen too closely, they warn you might find yourself walking with them. History calls it superstition. Science calls it myth. But there's one detail that refuses to die. The last Roman report before the silence described the air folding like cloth and a door appearing where the horizon met the earth. No one knows who or what stepped through that door, but the Golden Corridor remains empty in certain stretches, as if something is still watching. And maybe, just maybe, it's waiting for the beacons to go dark again. Some say the door never closed. Decades after the incident, a Persian merchant traveling the old route claimed to see a thin, vertical line of light far in the distance, standing upright against the night sky. At first he thought it was a campfire, but when he rode closer, the light stayed the same size, as if it wasn't bound by distance. His camel refused to move any nearer. The next morning, he found himself miles from the road with no memory of leaving it, his pack half empty and his water gone. He never spoke of it again, except once, on his deathbed, when he whispered to his son, "The door breathes." A century later, Roman ruins along the frontier were found strangely altered. Massive stone blocks have been shifted as if by some invisible force, forming patterns no architect recognized. The blocks were fused at the edges, their surfaces polished smooth without tools. Locals refused to go near, claiming that anyone who touched the stones woke with a low ringing in their ears and an overwhelming urge to walk east until their feet bled. Those who followed the compulsion were never seen again. Modern researchers who examine the area often report equipment failures, compasses spinning wildly, cameras capturing shapes that aren't there in the moment, and drones losing connection as if swallowed by an unseen shadow. In rare cases, the recordings pick up a sound, that same low hum, constant and steady, the pitch unchanging even when played at different speeds. Some say it's mechanical, others insist it's a voice. No one agrees on the language, and so the legend persists. Rome and Persia are gone, but their shared silence on that single mystery remains perhaps their truest alliance. The golden corridor still stretches between the ruins, a scar across the earth. Travelers are warned not to stray from the road, not to follow lights in the dark, and never, under any circumstances, to answer the hum, because those who do are never really gone. They're simply on the other side of the door,